pause.
This is where I'm actually going to leave
being
to
alive
talk about
again.
Company.
We're going to Company.
Sorry. This is so annoying. But it's so exactly 1-to-1.
Being alive.
Welcome back to another episode of Boys Love, Boys Love. This week we are recapping episode 5, the finale of Old Fashioned Cupcake. And as always, I'm Adam.
I'm RJ. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm a cupcake.
Yes.
This also looks like if somebody wanted to spray paint this whole thing white, this could also be like what you would wear if you were
like
playing a chess piece.
Oh,
and you were
yes.
like the queen.
Sure.
Of a chessboard would be this hat.
Yeah. Queen.
That's what I feel like it gives me. If you're doing a local production of Alice in Wonderland, which we've all read, and we all remember that there are chessboard pieces that come to life in Alice in Wonderland, this would be perfect. May I turn you on to this hat? Do you like my hat? Welcome back!
You had some gripes about the name.
Because there were people who were watching this along with us, and I would say Old Fashioned Cupcake is... I think, because it's been suggested so many times, I feel like a lot of people know about it.
One of the standards.
There are a few people who were saying like, oh, it's my first time watching it too. They really enjoyed it, and their comments led me to believe that they thought it was going to be something very just like
cute,
sweet,
cheesy, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. But I think there's a lot going on here that I think is very interesting.
Yes. So let's get into it.
There's layers to the
cupcake.
To the cupcake. So we pick up right where we left off with the end of episode 4.
Yes, he's still apologizing.
He's still apologizing.
They're both still on the floor.
He apologizes profusely. He says, please allow me to continue working for you. He is like in a state of disarray.
Yeah.
There's a snot bubble that comes out of his
Viola
nose.
Davis snot appears.
I just think here's the thing. The best part about this performance in this moment is like you see him know that he
should not have
is like putting his actual work, like his like livelihood in jeopardy on top of obviously feeling very vulnerable and everything.
The reality slapped him
real hard. Post nut clarity, as they call it in the industry. Noseway leaves awkwardly. It's very uncomfortable. We get a shot of him having picked up smoking again.
Yeah,
it's a little stressful.
The habits are back.
Which I didn't even call out last week, but he had like totally, because of Togawa's needling, had actually like given up smoking, which I thought was very interesting. So I did like that. There's a lot of like little things that they just show you that allow you to make the connection on your own. And like, it doesn't have to do a lot to reinforce any ideas.
Right. Yes, there's a lot that...
It allows the piece to... It really insists upon itself. You know what I mean?
It insists upon itself, Lois.
It insists upon itself, Lois.
Yeah, it just lets some of these things appear. They just show it without having to do the like commenting from the characters, but also even like the technical stuff. Like they don't do the zooms in. They don't do like the showing the B-roll of it clear. You know, like it's just like
it's a level of like, I think one could say that it's like realism, but there's really non-real elements too going on in the show. So I think more what I just think whenever we watch the JBLs that we've watched, I should say, are very willing to let the audience use their full brain capacity. And I'm not insinuating that this is like a super heady show and you have to really think about it, but it doesn't treat the audience as if it's dumb. And there are some times, and this I will say is a critique I have of Thai BL specifically, is that Thai BL can sometimes feel that because they know they're making this for a lot of like
episodes,
young girls, right? 15, 16, whatever, teenage, young women. There is a level of like, well, we have to make sure it's very clear because they won't understand it. And I'm like, here's the thing. Just trust us. we've all got a nice
As
head
a
on our
teenage
shoulders.
girl, I said, look, we're all little girls here. We're all teenage girls.
I just like, you don't have to
explain.
There are some shows where I think that works really well.
Rule of law.
I think like, for example, Boys in Love is like a perfectly fluffy show where it's very nice to like be bonked over the head with stuff. I think that's fine. But sometimes it's okay to like let the work speak for itself, and it'll actually feel more fulfilling as an audience
because
member,
you're connecting the dots.
because you are not feeling you are picking up the spoon and feeding yourself.
Yes.
As opposed to being force fed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to say. That was such a tepid critique, by the way, of Ty BL, so I want to be clear, you don't need to come after me in the comments.
Because Adam still watches every Ty BL. Like, hello?
Yeah, it's my favorite genre, okay? Genre. They go to work. Mm-hmm. Cold, frigid.
No screens are on,
uncomfortable.
Adam, we had to pause the reaction because they were acting, none of the screens were on. Some laptop screens were on, but none of the external monitors are on.
Nary a screen is on.
But people are looking at it like,
oh, oh, interesting. Yeah.
Love that.
Love that. And they are at work. He realizes that they realize together that Nozue had left his watch at Togawa's apartment, so Togawa gives it back, but as opposed to last time where he like plops the house key down and like has a big announcement about it. He hid it in
his papers.
He hid it under his papers, so he followed
papers.
The rule of trying to be a little bit stealthier about giving stuff back.
I've always wanted to be in the papers.
Later, Nozue asks Togawa to lunch, and Togawa refuses. He goes out with the boys to lunch.
Want to go get their ramen. I'm sure. Their 15-minute ramen.
I'm sure.
Lunch.
They meet in the hallway. It's all very uncomfortable.
Yes.
They're being extremely polite.
Yeah.
Very professional. Or they're not interacting.
Yes.
And it's interesting because technically this has already happened once in the show, which is when Nozue was avoiding him.
They were avoiding each other. Now,
actually, it's happened twice in the show. The first time was when Togawa was avoiding Nozue and mad at him because
he took the
harem lunch out.
Now
time
he's
number
got
two. Now it's like it's a
bro lunch.
And this time I think it's more of like
they
don't know how to get to where they want to go.
Yes, they want to try and kind of move past their whatever their thing was.
Can I tell them the truth about us?
About us.
So I felt that this was very similar to a conversation that we had. So we had been best friends for a very long time. And then we were like...
And then post-nut clarity.
And then we were like, there's no way to just go back to the way being friends.
Yeah.
So and it was we had a big consternation talk about it, of being like...
Involve people that did not need to be involved, you know?
Involved people that did not need to be involved at all. Shout out to you.
Not
watching, but
yes,
if you were, you know who you are.
Yeah, you really helped us out.
That is what this reminded me of the trying to, well, what if we just pretend like none of this actually happened?
We couldn't.
At work, Nozue gets another offer. Oh, this is another moment that I really liked. There's a moment where the boss comes over, the like manager lady from HR or whatever. She comes over and she asks to see something, and Nozue's like, "Oh, here, let me pull it up on my calendar on my phone."
And she was like, "Wow!" And she's like,
"Wow, you're so good at technology.
Pro with your iPhone,
your little phone."
Yeah.
And then in a later scene, she offers him the head of like the digital department.
Yes.
And I liked that, just one line reference to like build the through line of like why they would be offering him another position, when obviously a month ago he just turned down the last one.
Yeah.
So he gets offered another department position. He says this time he will think about it instead of outright
saying no,
rejecting it immediately.
Yeah. Because now it's laden with we won't be bothering one another anymore.
Yes, that is
it's
what the
kind
audience
of like
is
implied.
To be perceived.
Yeah.
The whole dinner team goes out to work on Friday night all together. At the dinner,
which we've discussed, Adam misses terribly.
At the dinner,
craves for social.
Don't do this to me.
Can someone who's an office girly in Chicago just invite Adam
me out to your
to your happy hour, and Adam will just like be like a.
I'll be a pretend boyfriend.
Yeah, and just be like,
"Hey guys, Adam here.
Yeah,
just
so what crush you two guys from?
This little lady's SO. That's significant other." And I worked out in the West Loop. I work for PayPal. I work for Grubhub.
Grubhub's over there.
Grubhub's over there.
Yeah, I just had lunch at the Nobu Hotel.
Just guys, have you had the Nobu? That would be my energy that I would bring. So please send in requests to our Instagram DMs, and RJ will field those. Thank you. They go all to work together, and at the dinner is when the rumors
spiral.
The Togawa overhears that there is a potential
position
that
he's
Nosue
taking
is leaving the office, completely, like going to a new office.
Yep. So, because they are both there.
They are both at the dinner.
They are both there, and like Nosue is like drinking. Chatting, and when he like offers to drink someone else's strong drink, Togawa grabs it, and Adam was really scared that it was going to be, it was going to be a true, because taking the drink for oneself or one other,
taking the drink for another person, because they're too far gone, is something we've now seen
a station.
Twice? 3 times? 4 times?
Yeah.
We've seen it a bunch.
I know Cherry Magic, obviously, famously.
Secret relationships.
That's where we last brought it up. Yeah. I was like, I want to say, he did it with, Tira Krop. I think they did that too.
Yes.
In some capacity. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tira Krop. Only you, Tira Krop.
Okay.
So he takes the drink he puts the drink away and says, he's overserved, I'm going to take him home. And so Nosue is kind of like, oh, we're doing this again. What's going on? But they get out of the restaurant.
They're waiting for the cab. This is when Togawa brings up the rumor he heard. Nosue basically confirms it. And it is the light, breezy, like,
way that
conversation they used to have is
gone.
So gone. It's not there. It's not present. It doesn't feel good, babes.
I'm sure, like, because I can't hear it in Japanese, but I'm sure they're like speaking more formally.
Yes, that's what I imagined as well, especially in the office.
Yes,
yeah.
So I think they're just keeping the formal speech from the office.
And Togawa, Nosue finally convinces him that he doesn't need to take a taxi. He can just walk to the train since they're still running. It's not a big deal. They walk away, and then Togawa comes back up a little bit later and is like, "Hey, it's gonna start raining soon. You could have my extra umbrella."
Yes, and Adam went, "That's not an extra umbrella."
We actually don't know if it's an extra umbrella or not. We see a flashback of him actually handing him a second umbrella in a before time.
Yeah,
but
I wonder, like, here it felt like, did he run all the way home or he bought an umbrella? Or whatever.
I mean, I guess technically he could have had an extra umbrella. I'm not totally sure.
I need to see the proof.
The rain never comes, by the way.
The rain never comes.
But he takes the umbrella and they part again. Okay. And this is at the moment where I think this is classic. Some of my favorite last 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah.
Because all the beats get hit. They all feel very earned.
Yes.
Nothing feels like it's rushed.
Yeah.
And because the show has set up that the stakes are not the biggest, like, it doesn't feel like it's like life or death. Except for the fact that, like, they've said, I like you so much I could die.
Yeah.
But it's all like their emotions are so high pitched.
Right.
But there's no, like, and now we're waiting to there's not like a clock ticking. Yeah. There's not a bomb
going like
off.
The way it's translated in their real life, it's just them still doing their same jobs. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like yes, he's changing offices, but like it's not like Adachi or not like Adachi where he like is leaving, you know, like
right.
like he's not going to be in Tokyo. So it's interesting that the emotions and the stakes are so high for them, but if you like peel back, it's just they're just still working at the same job. Like nothing's changed.
I loved this finale. I liked this more than episode 4.
Oh wow, really?
And I loved episode 4,
right.
but I really just liked every single moment that needed to be hit was hit. And they like let Togawa like try to get away and like try to run away from it. I thought all of this works perfectly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't overstay itself. It doesn't like drag on forever.
I think it's also the satisfaction that everyone knows that by episode 5, it is Nozue that has to accept what Togawa
is offering.
Yeah.
So Nozue has what we have deemed his being alive moment.
Yes.
RJ, do you want to take us away with a full rendition of Being Alive from Company?
But alone is alone, not alone. Someone to crowd you with love, someone to force you to care. Someone to make it come through. I'll always be there to help us survive.
As frightened as you.
Of being alive. Famously sung by Raul Esparza, who we famously saw allegedly at P-Town.
Don't sue us.
Don't sue us.
And it is in the voiceover, Nozue is like, I want to feel the feelings.
All of it, the good and the bad, with this
him.
person. Yeah.
It is so. It's running. It is. Okay.
Truly, Adam was like, pause.
This is where I'm actually going to leave to talk about Company.
We're going to Company.
Sorry. This is so annoying. But it's so exactly 1-to-1.
I know.
The only difference is that in Company, it's very much clear that
because it's like all of his friends are
trying
coupled.
to be young still.
Yeah,
it is that he is.
Yes, that's true. It doesn't
Company. It's specifically that he's like trying to hold on to this like idea of youth. Obviously, here the idea is that he's just like putting it away. Like he's like decided he is too old or whatever.
Yeah, but
the whole thing is like, as Togawa said in the first episode, you are scared of being alive. Like this is what you are. You're terrified that like you might have to give too much of yourself. And this is like the thing that it like breaks my heart when I see people like give up socially, whatever, like this, because it is frustrating and it is hard and nothing is easy. And also the moments I would rather live to have happy moments than to live and have no sad or no happy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the fear that like the hard moments will be so hard, inconvenient, awkward, painful that you wouldn't even want to try.
And frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Absolutely. But like you can't live like that. Like you can't let life pass you and not even try.
I would be reluctant to say you can't, but I would say like there can be a greater feeling of like meaning if you force yourself out of the rigidity of like just living for an easiness.
Just to be able to live.
When I was younger, because the first time I heard Being Alive from Company was like college, I think.
Yeah, because you had your mom.
Because I wasn't a Sondheim.
You were not a Sondheim, but you had the original 70s. Like you were listening to the 70s one, right?
I listened to the 70s one because I had Michael put it in my book.
Oh,
Being Alive.
He put Being Alive in your book as a freshman in college?
Yeah. Now, the point was that I could sing it really well.
Right, so it's like,
but there, like, genuinely, maybe until like 5 years ago, I did not know what the song was about.
I mean, It was during BL, like Roosevelt, we were kind of like making the connections. I'm trying to remember what show it was. Was it Eighth Sense? There's a little bit of like some of the early BLs that we were watching that we were like, yeah, there's like the people giving up on love because why would
this
you
is
go
what
through?
no, we've talked about this a lot with the dating shows.
That's it. That's
when this
it.
conversation gets brought
yes,
up a
it's
lot.
Hitman and Exchange.
It's
yeah,
it's the
Exchange,
people
yeah.
are terrified of being vulnerable, and the
Absolutely.
problem is like if you want to love, you have to be vulnerable.
Yes,
you can't be able to be like. That's why I think like, how the hell can you love yourself if you don't love yourself? Whatever, blah blah blah. That whole phrase
the
is
self-love aspect.
The self-love aspect, I think, is more like you have to love that
everything about you.
Yeah. I think it's like understandable, but I think it's like kind of like easy to say. It's more like you have to be okay with like fully revealing yourself wholly, and it can be very scary.
Yeah.
But like riding a roller coaster is really scary. Once you do it and you feel like you won, like it can feel really fun. It can feel really good.
Yeah.
Point being is like I did not know what that song meant until like a few years ago, and now I'm like, I can't believe anyone in the world is trying to do this song before they're like 30. To be quite honest,
I know.
But also that is like the feeling is like, why would you are only guaranteed this life.
I know.
And you're not even guaranteed it for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Every single, I mean, it's so easy to forget because we live each moment to moment. But it's very easy to just like not think about like the fact that like we all are going to die one day.
Yeah.
But like while we're here and we have this like genuine, I hate to use precious gift because it feels like it's like woo woo, but like while we have this like thing that literally no one should be able to take away from us.
Yeah.
Like, why not use
Enjoy
every
it.
bit of it? Why not, like, make bad choices and, like, be a little crazy? Or just, like, I don't know. There's just, like, this, like, being in your 30s, I feel like that is when you, like, you settle down. But settling down comes with this connotation of, like, and then you just stop.
You stop having
living.
Yeah.
And that's not what it is.
Yeah.
But it can be, you can fall easily into that trap.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, it was so nice to have him have the full realization because he's kind of already gone through it in the show.
Yeah.
But it's really like making the connection. Of like, oh, I have to like, I want to.
It's not just the anti-aging of me. It's also because he was there to enjoy all of those. Like we were experiencing it together and it was making me happy. Like it's not, I can have both.
And it's not worth it to do this alone.
Yeah.
So I love this. He runs back to Togawa.
Being alive.
He finds Togawa in the alley. He confesses his...
He says that I like you too.
Daisuke.
I like you so much that I could die. I could just die. I could simply die.
Yes. And I like that Togawa... I like that it is not an immediate acceptance.
Right, yes.
Togawa, like, tries to run away.
He's like, please don't pity me. Yeah.
Then he tells him not to pity him. And he refuses it. Like much like a rabbi when you're trying to convert to Judaism. He gets rejected 3 times. And is like, no, I won't listen. I won't listen. I literally rewatched the scene earlier today. He tries to get away 3 different times.
Wow.
And he keeps pulling him back into the conversation to be like, no, you have to listen to me. But I like that it's also not... Noseway doesn't become a new character who's like super like assertive and aggressive. But he is like... I'm just telling my truth finally. Yeah. Like I feel like
I'm sure.
I am sure.
Yeah.
And it's not just because because he keeps being like the person who kept caring for me the whole time was right in front of me, blah, blah, blah. And that's why I think Togawa is like, oh,
well, if it was a girl, if it was someone else.
Well, no, like, he's like, because, it's just because I cared for, like, you just like that I was caring for you and I don't want you to pity me and like think you are, it's like an out of obligation that you have to like me. And Noseway's like, no, I realize that I just, I like you. Mm-hmm. I like you. I like feeling this way. I like feeling this way with you. I like doing the things we do together.
Oh, you really did like this ending.
I really loved this. I really, like, this really moved me.
Yeah.
In, like, a very intense way that I was, like, kind of not... I was expecting it to be sweet. And it is sweet.
It is sweet, yeah.
But I like that I like that it's such a small story. And I like that for them, you feel how big the stakes are for them.
Yep.
But it is all internal.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. I like when he finally, like, accepts it, Togawa, and he, like, breaks down and is like, I like you so much. He, like, hugs him and he tells him how much he likes him. And the only thing Nozoe responds is,
Yeah.
It's just...
It's like he's letting him catch up.
It's so... I loved every beat of this.
Yeah.
And I think they, like, deliver it expertly. I think it's, like, filmed beautifully. I love that the way they're, like, backlit, so they're kind of in shadow. So we still feel like it's, like, a private discussion. Yes, we get interrupted before the kiss, whatever, that's fine. But other than that, like, I loved all of it.
Yeah.
Ugh. And I just wrote down so many quotes. Because every time there was, like, a new line that I was like, hitting, oh, that feels so good. So I wrote down, thank you so much I could die. Then I wrote down, you're just pitying me. Then I wrote down, Nozoe says, I was running again because I was scared. Going back to that he was, like, frightened of, like, again, being alive. And then Nozoe says, I want to experience happiness I have yet to know with you. And I just think, if you haven't gotten married yet, put that in your vow. It's such a beautiful quote. Okay. And then that's what, okay, then this is when they get real wild. This is when they turn into lesbians. Because Ogawa goes, please stay with me for our entire life. Okay. And then, so they go to kiss, they get interrupted. They don't end up kissing, it's fine.
But then they run away from it and they're like,
I got a good kiss in episode 4. I got 2 kisses in episode 4. I got a finger in the mouth, so I'm good. They walk away, now they're like happy.
Yes.
They go into another thing. Togawa's like, I have to go grab my bag. Will you wait here for me? And they're being like so flirty. And the first thing Togawa says is like, he says that like, relationships with an age gap or like being in a minority are the same as like being from different hometowns or liking different baseball teams, which I thought was so funny because it's also the only line that we're going to get that refers to them being like gay.
Yeah.
In like a real like we're in a minority community. Yeah. We're not going to explicitly call ourselves that per se, but like I was like, oh, I caught that. And then this is another one. Let's have more fights, Let's have more fights, more disagreements, and more misunderstandings until we're in our 80s. And what I really wanted him to say was, well, I'll be 90 then. That's what I really wanted him to say, but it was fine.
But he was like, well, what are we going to do when we're 81?
Yeah. And then he goes to leave and Nozoe says, even though I'm 40, I feel like I could kiss you anywhere. I just like from the moment he has the realization, as the moment from the umbrella to the end of this scene, I just think is
home
like
run.
Perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, even to the end when they like now it's just they're back at work.
Sure, that just feels like a denouement.
Yes, yeah, and that they just have lunch again together.
So they're back at work. We find out this is like we've time jumped.
Yes.
Nozoe's gone. There's a new manager. Togawa's still there.
Togawa's still there.
But they're at lunch together, we find out. And they're eating another sweet treat. They're eating pancakes again. So funny. So they never eat cupcakes in this whole show.
No, they could have called it like stack of pancakes or whatever. Yeah. Souffles.
Old-fashioned flapjacks.
Yeah. Why didn't they call it old-fashioned flapjacks?
They should have.
Yeah.
And in the scene, they're just being very sweet. And Togawa asks, where should we go? Meaning, like, where should we go tomorrow? And Nozoe says, anywhere as long as you're with me. I thought that was really sweet, too. They get so sweet at the end.
Because they already were.
I really liked the show.
They already were that sweet and caring for one another.
Now they're just saying it.
They're now just being out loud about it. Yeah.
Being out loud. And that's it. That's the show. That's all it is.
I don't even want to name all the tiers. I would watch this every day.
This is a. I want to keep it in syndication.
Keep it in.
I want to watch this.
I will be keeping in syndication.
I might download this for the plane
and just like loop
and
it.
watch it on the way to London.
You know, in college. Speaking of post-nut clarity, in college, I would just loop all the episodes of Golden Girls on my laptop, and I would fall asleep to it. Like I would be watching it, and then I would fall asleep to it. I would do that for Old Fashioned Cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much I was like, I want to watch this over and over and over again until I know every single line.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know the lines from Legally Blonde or Miss Congeniality.
I really loved this.
Yeah. There were so many moments during this last episode, a lot throughout the show, but in this last episode where I was like, I want to make this. Like this BL was the most that I was like, now that we've dabbled and like we're working on like, you know, being able to like write and produce and like and film our own stuff, watching this really like I never felt as inspired in anything that we've watched so far than this of like,
because Cherry Magic I felt a similar way, but I think because Cherry Magic is like has the magical element. Yes. This just being about this
just happiness. So real. The happiness is just, and also like it's literally like it's just the happiness in sharing a meal, which is like literally my entire philosophy as a creative person. So yeah, I was just so inspired, so in love, and I will keep this in syndication for the rest of its
time on the internet.
Yeah.
Who is your MVP?
I think, had a softer spot for Togawa than Nozue. Even though I'm still closer to age to Togawa than Nozue. Okay, guys?
That's not true. Do you know how old you are, Jane?
I'm right in the middle.
Okay.
I am right in the middle. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's not half full, nor is it half empty.
Yeah,
it's just half.
It's just half.
Uh-huh.
And even though there were a lot of things that I was relating to how Nozue felt, I liked the activeness that Togawa was.
Nozue has a bigger challenge.
Yes,
as an actor,
but I think it was because
it's so much more like you have to stay calm and steady because he's let his life get to a point where he doesn't
and he's settled.
Allow himself to experience the hills and valleys.
I think too because I probably have a philosophy in life more closer to Togawa than Nozue. Because I think if I had gotten to this point as Nozue, I would have cried at a pizza when I turned 30. You know what I mean? Like I would have already had the mental breakdown. I don't think I would have let myself be in this rut for as long as he has for himself. And I love the switches. Like when Togawa would be like professional, but then I'm inching towards like telling him how I like him to then like episode
just 4, making up science.
Yeah.
To get
anti-aging, whatever. Yeah. I mean, like, and his just the way it like exploded for him was just so. Yeah. I mean, even at the top of this episode when he was like, "I'm sorry," and just starts cleaning up his apartment in like while crying. So that Nozue can leave.
I know. Yeah, they both give excellent performances. I'll give it to Nozue because I just feel like this.
Looking at this cupcake now, it's like the crown that you wore in Kingdom. Like the papal crown.
Oh, yeah. I'll give it to Nozue. I think like I just said he obviously has a bigger ask. I think is more of a harder sell.
Yeah.
But I think like the turn in the last episode from like this kind of like I'm retreating to then instead of like there's a thing he does where he is like the more passive character of the two. So he doesn't like he doesn't chase after him and then throw him against the wall and like make out with him. But there's still like a power that he has, but it also is like comes with this like serene calmness about like trying to explain to Togawa why he likes him that I think is like really, he's like reached this like place of nirvana where he's like fully understanding it and is like, oh, this is it. It's all connected.
It's like the clarity. It's the clarity mixed in with like, because I'm also like 10 years older than you. I like 10 years more experience in life.
Yeah.
I'm sure, really sure.
And this is like one of the few times where like a character in one of the relationships is like freaked out and I haven't been like, ooh, I just like have my own PTSD from like partners who would freak out or whatever. Like Togawa's like freak out was so understandable that I was like, oh, of course he's like trying to process and da-da-da. I don't know. I just think I thought it was great. I really like the ending. Do we want to put it on our matrix?
I think it's
character
for sure. Oh yeah, because it's the gay and the straight that I'm a little, because I am character based for sure. I think all the way up, but it's hard because it is dealing with the age thing that feels very specifically gay male / male, gay male. I think. I don't know if straight men feel this way.
Sure.
Do straight men wish they could be little girl? You know
well,
what I mean?
I think that's why it's like interesting because like, is it made for gay men or is it made for like straight women? LOL is like how we basically create our matrix. Yeah. But it is talking about a thing that like I think gay men and women have very strong feelings about aging. So I think it like speaks to all of them.
Yes.
So that's why I think like it's kind of in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's skewing farther in one direction than the other.
Wow.
Because I don't think it's also like, it's not using like super heteronormative kind of like tropes or anything, but it's talking about gender in a really interesting way.
Right.
I don't think it's like inspecting it and like pulling it apart.
Right. It's
but
just
it's like addressing it and making you be like, just acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it and look at it.
Totally.
Even in that last scene, I didn't even mention this. When he goes out to that lunch with the HR lady, he has like a sundae he's eating. And she like has a reaction to it.
She's like drinking a beer and she's like, oh, I never knew. And something along the lines like, I never knew that you're like that. Yeah. Because it was also a cafe of just girls.
But he doesn't care.
He doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. The character growth is really good on the show. It's really good.
Yeah. Wow. And that's Old Fashioned Cupcake. What a quick turn of events.
I'm really glad we talked about it.
Yeah.
Because for a while, I was the one arguing and being like, we should just watch it on Patreon
like,
and we won't have to talk about it.
And like, I knew, obviously, because I had read it, I knew that it was dealing with the age thing a lot more interesting than like...
Oh, he's old and he's young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like really dealing with like, oh, happiness.
Happiness is 2 grains of ice cream.
Yeah, so a quick turnaround, a quick BL, but don't worry, girls, because we've got another one to close the end of the year. Why don't you do the honors, Adam?
The next BL we are starting in 2 weeks is going to be
I Promised You the Moon.
A year later,
we are finally doing it.
We're
going to watch. I think it's also 5 episodes, right?
It is also 5 episodes, but we're going to do one at a time.
Yeah.
Because they're longer. And I think
there's like a little.
I think there's more. There's mixed more feelings about this one.
Yeah, I think this was a little bit more complicated. Now I will say we've watched. This will be the last thing of his like main works, Boss Kuno.
I don't think he directed. I Promise You the Moon.
Oh.
I don't believe
just like
so.
He wrote it maybe.
I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't think he directed it, from what I remember.
Okay.
I think he just produced it.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay.
Yep. I know there's like a little bit 20-minute YouTube of like what happens in between, so maybe we'll squeeze that in the first episode.
And there's another documentary.
Okay. All right. So you can join patreon.com/boysloveboyslove where we're going to be watching that next. We're also currently watching Chemjira. Next week we're gonna the episodes where we're doing an old fashioned cupcake episode. We'll just add another episode of Kim Jira to kind of get that girl going.
Get that girl going.
Get that girl going.
And by the time
this comes out, I think we've already decided. I think the
votes have come in on what we're also watching on Patreon, but we're in a time machine.
We're
right
in a
now,
time
so
machine, so we're recording this ahead of time. But
it's either Kiseki Dear to Me,
See Your
Love, or We Best Love.
We Best Love.
Yes.
Always be best love.
Always be best love. Always be best.
So join us over on Patreon so you can keep the Fujo vibes going.
Mm-hmm.
Adam,
enough of old men.
Oh, you want
Get them off my screen. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Cupcake, for joining us. You are an old fashioned cup. What would be your what would you be? You would be the.
What's your favorite cupcake?
Well, you would be the grocery store. Like cupcake, like the vanilla, white.
I do not like a grocery store cupcake.
That's what you are.
Oh, that's not what I like. That's just what I am.
Yeah.
You are a piece of shit.
I'm a little pineapple upside down cupcake, I think.
Because it's pineapple?
Because it's pineapple or a little banana cream.
Is there a mango cupcake?
Oh, I'm sure.
I have no doubt. I'm not a little like strawberry shortcake cupcake.
You would be. What are those little blueberry muffins? No, that's a blueberry muffin. The little blueberry muffins.
I'm a muffin.
You are a muffin. You're not a old fashioned muffin. Oat bran muffin. Oh, my gut.
Do you see what I'm dealing? This is evil.
No, what are those little blueberry muffins in the plastic?
They're muffins.
No, they're like it's in the plastic. It's in like
mini muffins.
The little blueberry mini muffins.
What are the miniature muffins called? What are those miniature muffins?
But it's like the brand
called?
Or whatever. But you're that like those little tiny little
snack
blueberry
packs.
muffins.
Yeah.
What
Turn
am
this
I?
off.
What am I? What cupcake am I?
It doesn't matter.
I'm a nothing bunt. I'm a tiny little nothing bunt.
The big hole in the middle.
Good night, everybody.